Hey guys, it's Dane,
Keisha, Samantha, and Allie.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
For over centuries, sports have become a major staple in our lives. Whether it's through playing Little League when you're 5 years old or going to continuous sports events, sports have become ingrained in our everyday lives. With baseball in particular being America's national pastime, our main interest in this presentation is to find out why people can have such a strong attachment to a sports team.
For what reasons are people diehard sports fans of the LA Dodgers? Diehard sports fans spend so much time and effort on these teams that have nothing to do with their lives. When it comes down to it, sports teams are pseudo-representations of a city. Yet the players and teams get traded and changed so often, it should be hard to create a strong bond with something that isn't even constant. Their obsession almost seems trivial in that this team has nothing to do with the fans' actual lives, and they will never meet or have a true relationship with these people. They create a false sense of belonging for themselves. We find this topic relevant because, as we said, people are willing to spend so much time and money on this consumer behavior. They decorate their cars, buy season tickets, souvenirs, clothing, and even may go to the extreme to paint their faces and body. We have all seen the crazy sports fans, know their behavior, and we want to understand what drives people to act in this manner.
There are many social institutions and people in life which can influence you. Your culture, family, and community are some of the main influencers that socialize you. When it comes to sports, especially baseball, these three influencers provide us with a base for explaining why people get so involved in athletics. Immigrants come to this country on a quest to achieve the American dream. They believe that by being involved in sports, they'll embody the traditional American characteristics which will further their status in society. Without breaking apart from their own customs and way of life, they also wish to become Americanized.
You know, and like when my dad first came to this country, like in 1969 from Peru, like he moved to LA, and like the two teams there, or like the three teams there were like the Dodgers, the Lakers, and like UCLA basketball, and so like he like assimilated to that culture like very quick,
Right.
And so he became a Dodger fan. Just like, okay, we're in a new country, this is the new team, we're gonna start this new like tradition.
I think Dodger fans are really multicultured. You know, there's a lot of Hispanic, a lot of white, a lot of black people, and it's just like, you know, everybody there gets it. Like, something in common. It's cool, like bond with other people like that.
The team itself kind of embodies what Los Angeles is about in terms of positive aspects. Where people come, there's like people from every different kind of race, every different background that comes to the game.
What makes like Dodger fans so unique is the, you know, Hispanic culture. Stadiums like Chavez Ravine, you know, it's like, you know, it's got like the Chicano culture. You have fans that are, you know, they're like, you know, their grandfathers, you know, were you know, part of, you know, they supported the team, you know, I mean, even like some of like the Hispanic fans, you know, like their ancestors or grandfathers, like, you know, helped build Dodger Stadium there, you know, like that was part of the, you know, their community. Like we have that like really cross-cultured set of fans that just makes us so unique, and it's awesome.
No matter what you're talking about, family has a huge influence on what you do, how you act, and who you are. From birth, family instills traditions and introduces new experiences into your life. Just think about it. Who has that person been who took you to your first baseball game, or the person who taught you to play catch? Your family has become the unit with who you create your lifelong baseball memories. As stated by Daniel L. Wan, co-author of the book Sports Fans, the family motive involves a desire to be a fan because it provides an opportunity to spend time with family members. The whole idea behind families joining together to participate in sports events is that they're given another opportunity together to strengthen their bonds and pass on family values. Or what made you become a Dodger fan in the first place?
Just growing up in Downey and Bell, the team was the Dodgers. My brothers were all Dodger fans. We always had Vince Scully playing on the radio.
So you think that your family was like the biggest influence?
I think so. I think that was the team. Everybody was rooting.
Is it something that you wanted to pass on to your kids, or was it just kind of
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, I think both of my kids are big baseball fans and big Dodger fans. I think that's because of us.
So it was your dad that like pretty much.
My dad grew up LA fans of pretty much every sport, and Dodgers we're big baseball fans and grew up Dodger fan.
Live in LA, parents like the Dodgers, so it was natural.
I was born into it. Your grandmother has this thing about stickers or anything on her car aside from what's actually what like comes with the car, and she said that the only sticker that she ever had on her car was a Dodger sticker that my uncle put on the car when he was like a teenager. So our whole family is we're pretty much all Dodger fans.
When you have kids, do you think that you'll pass on the values and like morals that you learned from the Dodgers?
Definitely.
And like it's also like you start like a new beginning too, because like you pass it down to your kids. You know, like I know when I have kids, I'm gonna pass down like my love for the Dodgers to them.
Going to games as a child with my parents. My little brother was barely born. When he was able to walk, that's when we started going to games a lot.
I don't know so much superstition, but I noticed that when I went to the games, they won, and when my sister went, they lost. So we kind of told her she couldn't go anymore.
If you do have kids and a family, you can do it with them. You know, it's something a family can enjoy together and be a part of together. So is it selfish? No, I don't think so. I think it's important.
In the sports world, fans come together at alarming rates. Their initial connection is that they have a particular interest in common, the sports teams they're cheering for. But a more in-depth reason for this occurrence is that through these affiliations, the fans create a sense of community where belonging and greater purpose is achieved. Neil Often, sports writer for the US Post, wrote that the fan can get to know the team as well as he knows his own family. In effect, by doing all the things a fan does, he becomes a member of a larger, stronger family group, a collective entity comparable in some sense to the tribe and the clan.
How does it make you feel when you pass a fellow Dodger fan that you don't know?
Oh, it's good. It's good. Last night a guy came up. One of Ryan's buddies is a huge Dodger fan, and we're watching the game, and you get amped, you know, it gets you going, especially when you can just talk to someone about the games, watch it, cheer with them. It's good.
Because you're in San Francisco and the guy walks in with a Dodger jersey and you have your hat on, he'll say hello to you just like if he was your buddy, where the guy you have never seen the guy before. So that was an interesting dynamic.
You feel an instant connection.
You feel that's right. That's a good way of putting it. You feel an instant connection.
It's a way to talk to people I wouldn't maybe normally talk to. By that connection of being a Dodger fan.
How does it make you feel when you pass a Dodger fan that you don't know?
Connected. You realize that there's somebody out there who's rooting for the same team through the good and the bad. You can share a common interest. So I mean, seeing Dodger fans, it excites me. I mean, I like to see Dodger fans.
Pass them on the street.
You're automatically friends.
Yeah.
Especially at Dodger Stadium, you know what I mean? You're wearing a Dodger hat and it's like, you know, you see that person on the street without a Dodger hat, you would get an evil eye from them, but just the fact that you're wearing Dodgers apparel, you're automatically friends with that person.
Right.
You know? Like the last game I went to, the guy was sitting across, and the person I was with kicked our beer, and the guy's like, tell the usher to get you a new beer, he'll get you a new beer. And I'm like, really? And he totally got me a new beer. Like I was fucking stoked, you know? Like that shit wouldn't happen like on the streets without any Dodger stuff on.
How many things can people say that they still love ever since they were like 7 years old? I mean, Christmas morning and the Dodgers. I mean, there's not a lot of stuff that, you know, people can be that passionate about where you can just scream and yell and act like a little kid, and it's acceptable. It's fun to be.
If you're if you're playing in front of a group of people that you know are living and dying with you on the field from their seats, it has to have an emotional effect on you. You're not just playing for you or your teammates. You're playing for however many fans you have. You know, if you're connected like that.